Oh my goodness. Hello, my friends, Gary Gores and fellow poets. Uh, your favorite streamer forgot to plug in his bloody webcam, so oh, I'm such a mess. Why am I like this? Hang on, I forgot to plug in the webcam. Give me a second. I've been a bit distracted. As always, I've been juggling 112 different things all at once. Bear with me a second, folks. Bear with me a second. There we go. There we go. Oh, look, I got halfway through setting up. I didn't even put my little light on. There we go. Hello, my friends, Gary Gores and fellow poets. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Conversing with Poets. And as always, yes, my fave streamer. Thanks, Ken. I promise you, I do know what I'm doing, he says. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Hello, Ken. Hello, Genevieve. Hello, birthday girl, Danny. It's Danny's birthday weekend. Hello, a poet. Hello, Del Girl and Dazzle. Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Well, thought we were just going to have sound. Yeah, it's become a radio station. I'm sorry, as I say, I'm forever juggling 112 different things. And I got a bit distracted and only half set up. At least I had the microphone. Normally it's the microphone that's the issue. This got to be the first time we haven't had visuals or anything. Hi, Shelve It Underground. Love the name. Welcome to the stream. I don't think I've seen you here before, so welcome. Good to have you. It's always nice to see a new face. And of course, it is already March's Right Along. I feel like we've only just done February's Right Along, and here we are already. But hey, that's not a bad thing necessarily. It is if you're looking for incredibly artistic and genius poetry, I've got a surprise for you. These streams are always a bit of fun because we never really take it seriously, and that's what makes them fun and special. So please do. Please do. Did I set a poetry prompt? I need to just quickly go into the mod chat and have a look. The poetry, the strongest bond. I don't remember setting that, but that's what I've got in front of me. The strongest bond was our poetry prompt challenge. So, yeah, I thought I was late until I realized the stream hadn't yet started because daylight savings. Yes, yes. Genevieve did give me a heads up on this that clocks have changed for some people, so it is getting started a little earlier or later. I'm not sure, but it's getting started at a different time right now. But I think our clocks in the UK go back or forward, go back next week, so everything will be back to normal. Yeah, the UK and US change different weeks. Yeah, so that's the situation. That's the situation. So the strongest bond apparently is the prompt that I set last week, and usually I wait until about 10 past, but because we got lots to get through, we're going to forward. Thank you, Genevieve. We're going to get them in the chat box in the next minute or so. So between 5 past and 6 past, we're going to put our poems in the chat. Spring forward, fall back. You tell me this every time, Genevieve. Every time I forget. It just doesn't stick. But if you haven't already, please do hit that like button. I'd really, really appreciate it. And yeah, we're going to get started. So if you have a poem from last week's prompt, which was The Strongest Bond, please do throw that in the chat right now. And then we will get started. You know, I just realized I got so distracted while setting up. I'm not even sure that the next screen is set up. So I apologize if it's not. You'll have to give me a couple of seconds to get that all together. The Strongest Bond. If anyone has a poem based on The Strongest Bond, please go ahead and put that in the chat. Otherwise, we will move on really quickly. Oh, I'm all over the place. I went to an arcade today, by the way. And if you're following me on Instagram, you will have seen that I did another 32-hour day. I think it ended up being 32 hours awake. I like that. Spring forward, full back. Spring forward, full back. Thank you, Dale Girl. Yes, happy birthday, Danny, who says that it's so cold here. I didn't really get to do much for my birthday. But we are going to send. Let's see what happens if I put birthday. We got a cake. Let's send lots of birthday cake to Danny. What's your play on? What's your play on? What your play on? Oh, at the arcade. Sorry. Everything. Lots actually. Air hockey, moving basketball hoops, some baseball thing, uh, kart racing, some weird water pump game. There was loads. There's a really cool arcade place in Kingston. At the arcade, yeah, I caught up for a second there. I caught up for a second. All right, so I'm going to assume that there are no poems this week based on the prompt, so we're going to move on to the write along. Ah, look at that. The settings have saved, which is good. It was just the camera that wasn't set up properly. Okay, so if you haven't played this before, I really hope that today will be the first time you get involved. The more poets that take part, the better. Hello, pumpkin lover, welcome back. Welcome back. The more poets that take part, the better. The way it works is in a second, I'm going to ask for a lineup. I'm going to ask if you want to take part in the game. And all you have to do is let me know that you want to take part either by using the channel member emojis that I've just put in the chat, or if you're not a channel member, just give me a thumbs up, or literally just type I'm in, or type yes please, or add me, whatever it is. Just let me know that you want to take part. Then once we have the lineup, that will dictate where you are in the poem and when you will submit a line. We go line by line through the lineup, writing a poem together. I love, 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 love the write-alongs. Me too, Ken. I'm glad that you enjoy them too. They are good fun. Yes, if you're sitting there thinking, oh, but I won't know what to write and people will judge me, first of all, there is no judgment here. Second of all, they literally are the most wild. They are the wildest poems to ever exist. Half the time we come up with a great shelve it is in. Half the time we come up with a poem that has no relation to the title. Nothing gets explained. It's all a bit wacky, but that's why we love them. So we're already getting a lineup. So let me do that real quick. Thank you guys for being so on it. Shelve it. Shelve it is in. Um, I do too. Genevieve is in. Poet is in. I'm in. I just prefer not to open or close it, please. No problem. Pumpkin is in. Nice. We got quite a lineup going today. Good work, guys. We'll throw my name in there as well. Do we have any more takers? Any more takers? So far, I've got Shelvit, Genevieve, a poet, Pumpkin, and myself. I'll jump on. Nice, Phoenix. There you go. Phoenix. Phoenix. I also love Pumpkin Lover's name. Pumpkin Lover. I don't know if I've ever had pumpkin. I don't think I've ever eaten pumpkin. I did at a Halloween party I was co-hosting once. I did turn a pumpkin into a beer keg. Like I scooped out all the insides and then it became a beer keg and I put like a little tap thing on it. That was interesting. Of the band. All right, so let's start getting some prompts in the chat then. I believe we have our lineup, but if you're watching and you want to take part, just let me know before we get to Phoenix, and then I can add you to the lineup. It's never too late to get involved. For now, let's grab some prompts. Any random words. The first word that comes to mind. Pumpkin is full of vitamin A. Birthday, of course, birthday. Actually, I'm not going to use birthday as a prompt because the title is It's Danny's birthday. Hula hoop. Spears. Didn't we have spears in February as well? Hula hoop and spears and silvery ghosts. Nice. Hula hoop. Is that how it was spelled, or was it with a U? I can't remember. Hula hoop, spears. Was it silvery ghosts or slithery ghosts? I think it was silvery ghosts. Silvery ghosts. I guess it is with a U. All right, let's get some more prompts in there. Um. Uh. Uh. Brussels. McDonald's. Chicken. Chicken. Oh, goodness. Sure. Chicken. And there was one more I saw in there. McDonald's. McDonald's. Is that all on the screen, guys? Can you see all of that? Am I gonna? Oh, I gotta. Okay. All right. So the prompts are hula hoop, spears, silvery ghosts. Oh my goodness. Brussels and chicken and McDonald's. Yeah, I just saw that. I just saw that, Danny. Ghoster? Ghoster? Decay. Okay, I like decay. All right, so shelve it. It's over to you now for our opening line, please. We won't do a rhyme scheme just yet. I reckon we can get through this one poem. I think we can get at least two poems in this stream. We've started quite early, so no rhyme scheme for this one, but in the next one, we will implement a rhyme scheme. Sounds like a scary birthday. I don't know. It sounds like a pretty fun birthday. Silvery ghosts in a decayed, haunted mansion with chickens doing the hula hoop whilst throwing spears at McDonald's Happy Meals before flying to Brussels. There you go. Sounds like a great birthday. All right. Thank you, Genevieve, for the lineup in the chat. I appreciate that. We all appreciate the hard work that our mods do for us to have a great stream, whether it's Write Along, Conversing, or just Poets in the Shed. They're always putting in a shift for us, so I appreciate it. All right, I'm gonna have to do a bit of scrolling here, I think. How's that? Yeah, that'll do for now. Nice, that's pretty good. That's some good scrolling, Adam. Good job. Good job. All right, so we're just waiting for our opening line now from Shelvit. But yeah, reminder of the lineup: Shelvit, Genevieve, a poet, pumpkin lover, myself, and Phoenix. I mean, Brussels sprouts are pretty gross unless we're in Brussels. Oh, yeah, we're in Brussels. Yeah, I don't like Brussels sprouts either. I apologize if the stream is a bit laggy. I'm getting a notification that it might be a little bit laggy on your end, so I apologize. I know last week we had some real issues, uh, which was not good. I wasn't sure if you meant the food or the place. Well, as I had to capitalize it according to spell checker. It had to be capitalized, so I guess the food is spelt different, maybe. But as it's capitalized, we're going to go with the place. Only on this channel can we start a stream with no camera plugged in. I didn't even have it outside. I've got like a stream box, right? With all my streaming stuff. I hadn't even got it out of the box. Only on this channel can we go live without a camera plugged in. Moving through the void like a hula hoop. Ooh. Well, there's an image. How do you move through the void like a hula hoop? Just constantly spinning around? That sounds like me, to be fair. That's how I get through life. That's how I move through life, like a hula hoop. Great. Thank you, Shelvit, for the opening line. So over to Genevieve then, please, for the second one. I will go and put that over here in the dot. Moving through the void like a hula hoop. Like a hula hoop. Oh, and I can tick off hula hoop as a. I have to step out momentarily. I'll be back in a bit. No problem, Shelvit. Thank you for the opening line before disappearing. And let me tick off hula hoop as a prompt. We have used hula hoop. Searching the streets for Brussels for chickens. Searching the streets of Brussels for chicken. Thank you very much, Genevieve. All right, over to a poet, please. And we can tick off Brussels and chicken. And we still have spears, silvery ghosts, McDonald's, and decay left. Thank you, Genevieve. All right, who's next? Over to a poet. Moving through the void like a hula hoop, searching the streets of Brussels for chicken. Yep, didn't take long to go to a weird place, but we have come to accept it and expect it over on this channel. Moving through the void like a hula hoop, searching the streets of Brussels for chicken. It's got a nice little roll to it, actually. Silvery ghosts glide on the sides, an entourage through years. Nice. All right. Thank you very much, a poet. And over to Pumpkin. And we can get rid of this one. Was it just silvery ghosts we got ticked off there? Or did we get spears in there too? No. Alright, that's fine. So let me put that into the dock whilst we're waiting for Pumpkin. Where is it? There it is. Boom. It's Danny's birthday. Moving through the void like a hula hoop, searching the streets of Brussels for chicken, silvery ghosts glide on the sides, an entourage through years. Sounds like a good birthday to me. Also, can you punctuate the first two lines? Is the hula hoop searching or the speaker? Oh, I'd have to make a decision for shelve it. I don't often do that. I usually just put the lines in there as written. Moving through the void like a hula hoop. Just gonna put it there. Searching the streets of Brussels for chicken. There. Of decay. Searching through goopy years. Ask Genevieve. I could say that I meant the speaker, but it wasn't technically my line to start with now, was it? Uh, Let me just put Pumpkin's line in. Of decay searching through goopy years. Wow, I haven't heard the word goopy in a while. Oh no, I've broken the chat box. 1 second, guys. Okay, it's me. It's Danny's birthday. Moving through the void like a hula hoop, searching the streets of Brussels for chicken. Silvery ghosts glide on the sides, an entourage through years of decay, searching through goopy years. What's this? Okay, that's fine. Makes sense. Shelve it's back. Approved. Takeout sounds good. I had an amazing. I found the best Japanese restaurant. Oh, I had a Japanese last night. It was so good. I could say that I meant the speaker, but it wasn't technically my line. Approved. Do I need to scroll a little? Yes. All right. Scrolly. Did we get decay in there? Yeah, of decay. All right. So far, it's Danny's birthday. Yeah. Okay. Moving through the void like a hula hoop, searching the streets of Brussels for chicken. Silvery ghosts glide on the sides, an entourage through years of decay, searching through goopy years. How do you spell pinata? Is it Panata? And I feel like there's like an accent on this middle P. Ah, N. Okay. Okay, Phoenix, over to you. The last prompt word is McDonald's. And our poem reads like this. It's Danny's birthday! Moving through the void like a hula hoop, searching the streets of Brussels for chicken. Silvery ghosts glide on the sides, an entourage through years of decay, searching through goopy years. I threw spears at the birthday pinata. We need to emphasize the years, right? It's years, guys, years. This seems more like a ghost story than a birthday. My bad, though. I never mean to use the word twice. That's fine. It's all good. That's what makes it fun. That's what makes these streams. Honestly, don't think too much of it, please. Promise you. It's okay. I found chicken and Brussels sprouts at McDonald's. What? Can I ask for a revision of my word? Years? Can you change it to tears? Okay. Yeah, we seem to have haunted Danny's birthday. Wait, where did the pinata come from? No, memorable B-Day. You know, those free-range pinatas in Brussels. What do you mean you don't know about them? Yes, we can change the second years to tears. Although I kind of like that we. Oh no. Oh no. Hang on. I kind of like that we just went with years again. Just to treats. Oh my gosh. I'm so broken, guys. It's it's Danny's birthday. Moving through the void like a hula hoop, searching the streets of Brussels for chicken. Silvery ghosts glide on the sides, an entourage through years of decay, searching through goopy tears. I threw spears at the birthday pinata. Guys are wild. Gross. Yeah, right? You know those free range? No, yeah, gross and perfect. I'm not sure I'm going to enjoy this birthday. How could you not enjoy this birthday? There's spears and goopy tears and ghosts and Brusselian chicken. Though, Tears of Decay, I don't hate it. Yeah, I quite like that. Tears of Decay. Oh, leave it as you like it, please. I'm sorry. Hey, stop apologizing. It's all good. It's all good. Goopy tears. No, I like goopy tears. We've got goopy tears, we've got spears. I don't know what the word is. Like, Brusselian chicken. If that's not the right phrase, it should be. By the way, if you're enjoying this stream so far, don't forget to hit that like button. I'd really appreciate it. It's completely free, it takes just a few seconds, but it does really help me and the channel. We've got 14 people watching, but only 9 likes, so please do hit that like button. If you're enjoying our birthday poem to Danny about goopy tears. Belgian. Yeah, but that's boring. Brusselian. Goopy tears. Why are they goopy? And why are we crying? Too many questions for one birthday. Lol, Brusselian chicken. Sounds so much better. Why would you go with Belgian chicken? No, Brusselian chicken. The goopy tears are ectoplasm, aren't they? It fits. Eating some McDonald's because it's Danny's birthday. Wonder what the ghosts of Brussels would enjoy. Thank you very much, Phoenix. Once we get that into the doc, I'll read it from top to bottom as a whole poem and declare it a very successful warm-up. And then we'll do another one. We'll do a second poem, but this time we'll implement a rhyme scheme as well. I've lost it. Looked it up. There is a Brusselian dialect. So Brusselian chicken it is. Yes. Brusselian for the win. All right, let's get this last line into the doc, and then I'll read it from top to bottom, and then we'll hit the reset button and go again. Except this time with a rhyme scheme. All right. It's Danny's birthday! Moving through the void like a hula hoop, searching the streets of Brussels for chicken. Silvery ghosts glide on the sides, an entourage through years of decay, searching through goopy tears. I threw spears at the birthday pinata, eating some McDonald's because it's Danny's birthday. Wonder what the ghosts of Brussels would enjoy. Well done, everybody. A big round of applause in the chat for that absolute perfection of poetic. Beautiful stuff. Well done, everybody. And yeah, happy birthday, Danny. I hope your birthday was as exciting as that one, minus goopy tears. Wow, love the poem. I am just confused by our poem, like usual. Yeah, I mean, when do we not confuse ourselves? It's to be expected nowadays. Let me just scroll up. So everything has reset. Yep, par for the course. Happy to be confused. Hey, it discussed Danny's birthday, at least. We've had so many poems that has a title like A Walk Through the Field, and then the poem has nothing to do with walking through the field. So I would say that is an improvement, guys. All right, so we've hit the reset button and we're ready to go again. So please do let me know in the chat box if you'd like to be added to the lineup. If you've just watched that first round, hopefully you feel encouraged that you can take part. It's all a bit of fun. So please let me know in the chat box if you'd like to take part. Let's try and get at least one more poet in the lineup in the second round than from the first round. So when you're ready, let me know in the chat box that you guys are in. I'm in. A poet is in. There we go. A poet is ready to go. I'm in. Shelve It is ready to go again, and so is Genevieve. Shelve It. Genevieve. I am in. Pumpkin. Lover. All right, okay. So far, so good. Can we get a few more? Can we beat the last round in terms of poets? I think we had 6 poets in the last round, maybe. So we need 7. Yes, we had 6 in the last round, so we need to... Let's try and hit 7. So far we're at 5. We need 2 more. Can we get 2 more? I thought I saw Herb in the chat before. Ah, I missed Herb. Yes. Hello, Herb. Welcome to the ride along. Good to have you here. Yes, I did see something here. Memorable B-Day. There you go. Hello, Herb. Welcome back. Yeah, Herb seemed to be here for a moment. Herb, are you there? Mr. Haggle. Yeah, Herb seemed to be here for a moment. I'm in top chat again. Let me go over to live chat. Although live chat doesn't look any different from top chat. It's literally exactly the same. Thanks, I'm in. Hello, Herb. Welcome back. Herb is in. We may have done a bit of peer pressure there. Poem planning. Nice. Very nice. Okay, can we get one more? And then we can beat the last round. We need one more to... Sorry for dragging you in, Herb. Yeah, some peer pressure there, but... All right. Let's go with this, but then if anyone wants to take part, as I said last time, if anyone wants to take part as we're going through, it's never too late until we hit the last person. So let me know if you want to take part. Otherwise, let's get some prompts in the chat, guys. Let's get some prompts going. First thing that comes to mind, the first words that come to mind, hit me. Hit me. Hit me with your best shot. And again, we have 16 people watching. Hello, everyone. Mitch said he's in. Nice. An ATV driving along the road dragging 2 suitcases. That is a huge prompt. It is a huge prompt, Herb. Ah, Dazzle's in as well. Nice. All right, so we have beaten the last round. So let's go with Mitch and Dazzle. Nice. Look at that. That is a lineup and a half. I believe this is your first right along taking part, Dazzle. So it's great to have you taking part for the first time. I know that you're a big supporter of the channel. You're always here, but I don't think we've ever seen you take part in a right along. So well done. Okay, Celador. As much as I love that prompt, Herb, maybe we'll use it as the title instead. Celador grapes, because I just thought of it. Wine. Celador braids random. Braids random. Braids random. How are we doing? Is that still on screen? Yeah, we got loads of room. What that's supposed to be a prompt? Was that? I thought so, yeah. An ATV driving along the road dragging 2 suitcases. Blue moon. Blue moon. Let's get a couple more, guys. Really, the ATV is heading for the lake ice fishing. Bubblegum. Ooblicum. 2 more. Let's get 2 more. And I'll scroll down just a little bit. Okay, how about red door? I think we've already used that once before, but red door? I'm confused. I'm confused. I know that wasn't meant to be a prompt, a poet, but it is now. All right, so our prompts are cellar door, grapes, braids, random, blue moon, boobligum, bubblegum, red door, I'm confused. And the title of this poem is going to be of dreaming of yeah, why not? Dreaming of you. Oh, cake. Statues. Dreaming of statues. Dreaming of cake. Confused? My job complete. Ooh, Mordor. Ooh. It should be what Herb said. An ATV driving along the road, dragging 2 suitcases. Okay, can someone... I can't copy this. Genevieve, can you copy... Yeah, I agree. Genevieve, can you copy an ATV driving along the road dragging 2 suitcases? Can you paste that into the mod card and I'll use that as the title? Because I totally agree. That should be the title. And yes, whilst you're doing that, I will come up with the rhyme scheme. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nice. Okay. So we're going to go with a rhyme scheme of A, B, A, B, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 4, A, B, A, B, C, D, C, D, C, D, I guess. Okay, I did that wrong, but we're guided by mistakes on these streams. So it wasn't going to be this rhyme scheme, but now it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What happened there then? What? Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, I see what went wrong. A, B, A, B, C, D, C, D. No, we're governed by our mistakes on this stream. So A, B, A, B, C, D, C, C. Ah, you guys couldn't even see what I was doing, which is probably a good thing. Oh wait, yes you could. Confusing. I'm confusing Genevieve a little bit. I apologize. I've changed it about 3, 4 times. Sorry, Genevieve. I apologize. I apologize. Can we get a big thank you in the chat for our mods for having to put up with me? Oh, I see it here. Got it. Thank you, Genevieve. Thank you very much for everything. An ATV driving along the road dragging 2 suitcases. All right, we're running out of time. We're rapidly running out of time because Adam can't get his shit together. Okay. You can scroll up just a little bit. Yeah, that'll do for now. Oh no. I'm gonna sneeze. I've got bee in my nose. So okay. That'll do. That'll have to do. All right, really quickly. Right, the prompts are cellar door, grapes, braids, random, blue moon, bubble gum, red door. I'm confused. The title is an ATV driving along the road, dragging 2 suitcases. The rhyme scheme is A B A B C D C C, and I'm sure Genevieve has got, the writing order: a poet, shelve it, Genevieve, pumpkin lover, me, Herb, Phoenix, Dazzle. Keep my line the same. It's weirder with this title. All right. My braids have become snakes hissing randomly from my Gorgon head. Gorgon. I'm a Gorgonite. Did anyone watch Toys? I think it was called Toy Soldiers in the 90s. Hi, class. Welcome to the stream. You are okay. We got 15, 16, 17 minutes left. We can do this, guys. We've already got our first line. So over to shelve it. And I'm going to go and pop that. I'm getting confused. I'm lost. There it is. My braids have become snakes hissing randomly from my Gorgon head. Of course. Absolutely. Okay. Over to shelve it. Hi, Adam. Hi, everyone here. Hi, class. Let me know if you want to jump in. I can still add you to the lineup. Up next is Shelve It Underground, please, for the second line. All right, we've used braids, we've used random. Do we have snakes in there? No. My braids have become snakes hissing randomly from my Gorgon head. All right, cool. Great. Thank you very much. Over to shelve it for the second line. The cellar door is melting in the light of the blazing blue moon. All right, there we go. The blazing blue moon. Absolutely. Wow, Genevieve, you really are quick. I'm impressed. As soon as I open the mod chat, it's already there. Okay, so over to Genevieve, who has to rhyme with the opening line, which is head. Gorgon head. An ATV driving along the road, dragging 2 suitcases. My braids have become snakes, hissing randomly from my gorgon head. The cellar door is melting in the light of the blazing blue moon. Cellar door and blue moon gone. That blazing blue moon. I'm not even sure I know what an ATV is. Automatic? No. Autonomous. Can someone tell me what an ATV is? Remaining prompts. Boobligum. Red door. I'm confused. I'll just watch this round. You're at an even 6. That's okay. If you want to take part, you have every right to take part, class. Please feel confident enough to say, yeah, I want to take part. All-terrain vehicle. Thank you, Shelvit. All-terrain vehicle. I stare the sky, asking why I must search for the door that is red. Quad bike, I'm pretty sure. Thank you. Okay, I stare the sky. You can't. I stare the sky. Yep. I stare the sky. Red. The door that is red. Very good. Very nice indeed. All right, Genevieve. So over to Pumpkin Lover, who has to rhyme with B, which is moon. You have to rhyme with moon. Asking why I must search for the door that is red. My braids have become snakes, hissing randomly from my gorgon head. The cellar door is melting in the light of the blazing blue moon. I stare the sky, asking why I must search the door for the door that is red. I stare at, I know, but I'm not going to let you fix it. We are ruled by our mistakes at this stream. That's why I'm laughing so much. I know what you meant, but I refuse. I refuse to fix it. We anyway have a weird rhyme scheme. Yeah, we do. As I say, we're ruled by our mistakes at this on this stream. I'm confused as to how an ATV has a cellar. I don't think I don't think we've even addressed the ATV or the two suitcases yet. We're too busy looking at cellar doors that are melting and staring the sky, asking why. We haven't even addressed the ATV dragging two suitcases. And suitcases as well. What does that mean? I'm not fixing it. I stare the sky. Oh dear, I love it. Right, did we actually tick off any prompts there? I don't think so, did we? Oh yeah, red door. Yeah, red door. I stare the sky, asking why I must search for the door that is red, as the cellar door is melting in the light of the blazing blue moon. I consult my snake braids that are hissing randomly from my gorgon head. Remaining prompts. Bubblegum, I'm confused. Oh, wait. Did I miss a line? It's my go? Hang on, I think we're still waiting for a line, no? Or did I miss it? No. We're still waiting. As far as I'm aware, we're still waiting. Oh, I did miss it. And as always, I reach for the knob much too soon. No comment on that one. Okay. So it's my go. An ATV driving along the road dragging two suitcases. My braids have become snakes, hissing randomly from my gorgon head. The cellar door is melting in the light of the blazing blue moon. I stare the sky, asking why I must search for the door that is red. And as always, I reach for the knob too soon. All right. Wait, have we used grapes? I still have grapes as a prompt, Genevieve. Or have I missed it? I stare the sky, and as always, I reach for the knob much too soon. Did we use grapes? Am I just being completely, like, blind right now? Alright, so it's my go. Right. Uh, okay. I don't even know what's happening, to be honest. I have no idea. That's not. That's the least poetic thing I've ever written. I'm sorry. I am propelled from the threshold and land upon a trailer. Bubblegum, I'm confused. Grapes. I miss grapes. Okay, cool. As long as it's. Yeah, I didn't know if it was me. Not that I used any of those prompts, by the way. Okay, so up next is Herb, and so far we have. This is our poem titled An ATV Driving Along the Road Dragging Two Suitcases. Suitcases. My braids have become snakes, hissing randomly from my gorgon head. The cellar door is melting in the light of the blazing blue moon. I stare the sky, asking why I must search for the door that is red. And as always, I reach for the knob much too soon. I am propelled from the threshold and land upon a trailer. This is like a story. This is more of a story than a poem. Even the rhyme scheme doesn't make it feel like a poem. Lol, I think that I'm confused should be the intro to the entire poem. I'm confused. My braids. Yes. Or the last line just ends with I'm confused. Oh, I didn't even think that two others had to rhyme with trailer. I apologize. I did you dirty there. But yes, when it comes to it, Phoenix and Dazzle, you will have to end your line with something that rhymes with trailer. It's a narrative poem. Yeah, absolutely a poet. Thank you. Floating through the air in a bubblegum bubble balloon. There you go. In a bubblegum booble balloon. Floating through the air in a bubblegum bubble balloon. Goodness me. Okay, over to Mitch then, please, who, once again, you have to rhyme with trailer. Your last word has to rhyme with trailer. And I'll read the poem out for everyone's benefit. An ATV driving along the road dragging two suitcases. My braids have become snakes, hissing randomly from my gorgon head. The cellar door is melting in the light of the blazing blue moon. I stare the sky, asking why I must search for the door that is red. And, as always, I reach for the knob too soon. I am propelled from the threshold and land upon a trailer, floating through the air in a bubble gum bubble balloon. All right. I'm so confused, I don't even know I'm confused. It's got surrealistic quality, doesn't it? Trailer rhymes with failure. Oh no. Sailor, sailor, whaler, mailer, tailor, whaler, betrayer. Hey, if it's not rotic, you can get some creative. You can get more creative. Oh, we have to tick off bubblegum, don't we? Bubblegum, gone. So we have grapes and I'm confused left. My braids have become snakes, hissing randomly from my gorgon head. The cellar door is melting in the light of the blazing blue moon. I stare the sky, asking why I must search the door that is red. And as always, I reach for the knob much too soon. I am propelled from the threshold and land upon a trailer, floating through the air in a bubblegum bubble balloon. If you make up a word, be a Shakespeare, yes. The bubblegum bubble balloon. Beep. All right, we're just waiting for Mitch. Literally don't know if it is Froze or Adam is moving. Moving. Never mind, was a me problem. I love watching Adam contemplate. Contemplate. Contemplate? Yes. My mind is occupied. But with what? Shall remain a mystery. I I don't know why I just sang that. If I see it, I say it. Yes, missing an L. Oh, it's an L? Oh, contemplate, contemplate. I thought it was an I. I thought it was a capital I. It's like, I'm confused. White, is that a sailor? White, is that a sailor? I'm confused. Wait, is that a sailor? Your mind is occupied, but no one knows what's inside. Ooh, there you go. And we have our line from Mitch, which is, I'm confused. Wait, is that a sailor? Okay, over to Dazzle now to finish the poem with the last line. And you can, if you choose, use the last prompt, which is grapes. But remember, you have to rhyme with trailer and sailor. Trailer sailor. Or sailor's trailer. Who knows? All right, an ATV driving along the road, dragging two suitcases. My braids have become snakes, hissing randomly from my gorgon head. The cellar door is melting in the light of a blazing blue moon. I stare the sky, asking why I must search for the door that is red. And as always, I reach for the knob much too soon. I am propelled from the threshold and land upon a trailer, floating through the air in a bubblegum bubble balloon. I'm confused. Wait, is that a sailor? Kisses. Oh, happening. I fully just thought Phoenix was confused and I couldn't figure out what was happening. Wait, is that a sailor? I'm confused. Wait, is that a sailor? I'm going to be honest with you, Genevieve. I did too. When I first saw it, I thought Phoenix was genuinely saying, I'm confused. But then when it said, wait, is that a sailor? I thought that's really random yet specific. That has to be the line. You're welcome. Thanks, Mitch. Same here. Your line about being confused the chat, apparently. No, it's Eric Clapton with a bunch of grapes singing Layla. Well, there it is. Layla. That's a good song. All right. Well, that's our poem. And what a poem it is. All right. We got our poem, guys. Just in time as well. Look at that. An ATV driving along the road dragging two suitcases. Still not sure we really got to the bottom of the ATV nor the suitcases. But anyway, an ATV driving along the road dragging two suitcases. My braids have become snakes, hissing randomly from my gorgon head. The cellar door is melting in the light of the blazing blue moon. I stare the sky, asking why I must search for the door that is red. And as always, I reach for the knob much too soon. I am propelled from the threshold and land upon a trailer, floating through the air in a bubble balloon. I'm confused. Wait, is that a sailor? No. It's Eric Clapton with a bunch of grapes singing Layla. Oh, I'm sorry. Genevieve, I don't mean to single you out, but that for some reason, I think we had it a few ride-alongs ago where there was just one line I couldn't get over without stumbling and wanting to laugh. I stare the sky is just I don't know why. Of all of this randomness, I stare the sky is what I can't get past without breaking. Let me get back to chat. It is a good song. For as silly as the first poem was, at least it made more sense. Yeah. Excellent poem. Well, there you have it. There's March's right along, been and gone. We've had a very, uh, what would you call that first poem? Not rotten, I'm thinking decay. It was Danny's birthday, and we talked about ghosts and decay and everything cheerful. A pinata. I think that was about as much celebrations as we got out of that poem. And then, of course, we have the ATV driving along with two suitcases that were never really explained. I'm very confused. Riding on an ATV, driving along the road, dragging two suitcases on the way to see Taylor. I actually I stare the sky. It's like you're staring it down in anger. Yeah, that's what I think. I stare the sky. I stare the sky. Yes, I agree, a poet. That's totally what I meant, a poet. Yeah, of course. We knew that. We knew that. Absolutely. Oh, nice. You're a legend. Thank you so much, Dazzle, for the 4.99 super chat and for wrapping up our last poem. What was in those suitcases? We don't know. And we will never know. and we have to be okay with that. Whatever made us experience the melting cellar door, the blazing blue moon. That's what made us experience it. The blazing blue moon that melted the door. We live in crazy worlds and universes on this stream. Fish bait. Ah, fish bait. Of course. Of course it was fish bait. How could it be anything else? Rods and reels. I mean, I was thinking it was dragging along two dead bodies, so I'm glad to know that it wasn't that. 6-pack of Molsons. Blame it on the moon. Don't blame it on the good times. Don't blame it on... Wait, what is it? Don't blame it on sunshine. Don't blame it on the moonlight. But we can blame it on the moonlight. And that's where that song ends. All right, thank you so much for watching today. Thank you so much for taking part. I hope you enjoyed it. I certainly did, as always. We are live every Sunday. We're not always doing write-along. Sometimes we do conversing with poets, and sometimes we just hang out as poets in the shed, because that's where I am. If you haven't already, please hit that like button. I would genuinely really appreciate it. It's completely free, takes just a few seconds, but it helps the channel and it helps me. Otherwise, have a great week ahead, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Stay safe wherever you are. Happy writing. All the best. And see you next week. We should have a poem analysing session where we analyse the words and intention. Do you know what, Pumpkin? That's actually a really good idea. That's a really good idea. I might actually steal that. Yoink. Thanks, Pumpkin. No, that's a really good idea. But maybe not one we write. Maybe not one we write. I might implement that. Thank you, Pumpkin. Thank you, Adam, mods, and all poets. Enjoy a writerful week. Bye, Ken. Goodbye, everybody. A big thank you to our mods, as always. I hope you guys have shared some love in the chat. If you haven't already, before we go, let's do that. Let's share loads of love in the chat for our mods who do an impeccable job in keeping me on top of everything and just making the experience for all of us easier and better. So lots of love in the chat for them before we go, please. Flood the chat. Crash the stream with love for our mods. Crash the stream. Come on, guys. Crash it. Prompt for next week. Yes, prompt for next week. Of course. Did I not tell you? The prompt for next week is going to be something that I haven't given out before. It's going to be completely new. And that prompt is, of course, going to be coming up right now, which is utensils. That's what it's going to be. Utensils. Thank you. There we go. That's what we need. Thank you, Phoenix. Come on, guys. We can do better than this. Show some love in the chat for our mods. They're amazing. Utensils is the prompt for next week. Is the poetry challenge prompt. Utensils. With all of that being said, once again, thank you very much. Have a great weekend, or what's left of it. And webcam. Oh, remember the camera. Yeah, that would help. Next time I will remember to have the cam plugged in before going live. All right. Thank you very much, everybody. Happy writing. Stay poetical. All that stuff.